Good evening. You are tuning in with Enchantress the Babbler, aka Jennifer Molina, author of The Dark Night Led My Soul, Volume 1, Love Bites, available for purchase on Amazon.com. Yeah, so I'm kind of on some random spree. I don't know, I just feel some inspiration floating through me, and so I decided to hit record because, these are things that I'm getting more comfortable with and doing more. And so I just wanted to say that if you find yourself stuck in a vibration in some kind of way about, your place of work or the career that you are on at this time, then maybe you should check out my video that I made earlier this morning. What is the name of it? How to vibrate higher working a job you hate, something like that, just to take a look, take a listen. May that message resonate with you. I just played it back even for myself, and I'm just like, wow, that was a gift of health and wealth of just these tools that we use. So anyways, I grabbed my shamanic deck of healing feeling oracles, and I've just been shuffling them and just sitting here. I'm starting that again, Anywho, I hate it. Okay, let's just get into the feel of this wheel spinning here. Let's see what poetic spins we can give on some vibration mix of elements that are taking place on this stage, on this day. What energies and oracle messages can be received at this time? Gifting our divine, our align, our refresher mints, because we be on some, elevations on this station. So of course it's like a gift for all nations that is dying, you see, because this is about the rising in me, the death that must occur, for the grounding that must be set into place, because we got to get into this space, this placement within our divine mints. Like, how true is this? I keep on having this song on my mind, the Dua Lipa song, New Rules. I even have the words here written as reminders, because these are two musical energetic tools about the vibrations that we must exude from our being. I keep changing the words on her song that she says, 1, don't pick up the phone, he's only calling because he's drunk and alone. 2, don't let him in, you'll have to kick him out again. That song, that one here. But she says, I got no rules, I count them. Now, girl, let me just say, if you got new rules, you got to implement them in some way. You can count them all day. I'll be like, hey, I wrote 10 new rules today. But you got to apply them, you see. So every time this song comes on with me, I'm singing and I'm dancing because I'm enjoying the vibing and the rhyming. But I'm here, I got new rules, apply them. So that is just the elements of this delectable dish that is spewing from my lips, because anything that we put into practice on this energetic alignment of, divine guidance that we are putting in for the changes that are here, that are happening, because that's coming from here. See, when we center in here, everything within, again, you got to remember, as within exudes on out. That is what we are all about, this energy that we sprout. You see, I spoke earlier today in the video, you see, about these roots that were conditioned in us, and identifying these things and getting to the root of these conditioned things that have been placed into our fields of experience and living and vibrating. And so that when we get to this root that is filled with pollution, and we get to like now put in our substitution, that is our alignment that we are planting and rooting into our grounding, our center, our force, this air force, baby. That's everything that we need to be, because it's all part of this inner journey. You see, this inner journey is everything that it is that we need to further develop. You know, it's one thing to talk about it, but it's another thing to be about it. It's another thing to have these rules. It's another thing to talk about these practice tools, but until you apply for your righteous align, because you want it, you see, because that's the other fraction that gotta be. You have to want it, you see, but if in part of that, you don't want to create that sacred space that is part of your placement, your alignment, your guidance, then by all means, keep it moving as you do. Because that is what most people do. They just keep it moving, don't think things through. They just think about the same thing over and over and over and over again in same kind of way. But when we're going to let the new beginnings come our way, like that's not the mindset that we have to stay in any kind of way. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to make this one long. I feel like, you know, there's so much of this inner song that wants to come along, but just know that if you got new rules, apply them. You got new tools, apply them. You got new ideas, apply them. You got new inspirations, apply them. You got dreams, apply them. You know what I mean? You got to get inside them, though. You have to get inside them. You got to ride them. You got to rock them out, because that is everything that you are innately about, unless you suppress yourself a little bit more, because, you know, that is part of this conditioning folklore that doesn't need to be around, but you gotta go inside your inner grounds, because that is gonna be your resurrection, you see. You know, think about the depiction, the meaning of death. For death, the second book of the Darker Night, Light of My Soul, Volume 1 was Love Bites. Volume 2 is Death Becomes Her. Dude, what do you think love put her under? A spell? A spell that... Dude, she wasn't well. But again, what the hell? Like, sometimes we gotta awaken in this... in the middle of the master surgery, we wake up and be like, wait a minute. I didn't even know I was in the tower that's crumbling right now. How do I get out? You know what I mean? See, Volume 1, Love Bites. Volume 2, Death Becomes Her. Dude, what do you think that's all about? The tower that has crumbled or is crumbling. Death is she in every way. And she wakes up and says, like, oh my God, what is today? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, truth. In every single way. That I'm just excited to be here today, this evening, and I thank you for coming through, for that is the thing that us soul tribes, vibes, and do. You know, we get into the alliance, so you got new rules, apply them. Right? Just not talking in my sleep at night, making myself crazy. I am crazy. I am that one. Yeah, I wrote it down and read it out, hoping it will save me. It will save me. Oh, you believe. Because my roots, they flow real deep. And these roots, they like to creep. And sometimes it takes some kind of energy externally from me to get me out of myself, you see. So, one can pick up the phone. Yeah, we don't have to pick up the energies around us that we do not desire to mix with us, dip with us, sit with us. You know what I mean? But you can identify them in every kind of way, because you have to be clear with yourself and all the things that are in you and around. You know, that is truth, regardless of, you know, how consciously aware you can be that you can be dismissive like this too. You see, it's be like, keep it going. Excuse me. You know what I mean? It's a great feeling. It's a great feeling. So, past, present, future. What about the past? What about the present? What about the future? Is it not all the same, depending on the levels that you have in this lifetime have obtained for yourself? The infusion of these waves, you know, they are for our gains in every single kind of way. Again, inner journey, mans. And I just want to end it on that, because this was just a mini little sit down, sit in, poetic, shamanic oracle spin. I'm just feeling guided from within, intuitively receiving and just connecting that feeling that is real for me, and honoring that. You see, sacred temple is me. You know, these are the things that we have to like see for ourselves and release everything that just is a burden, is heavy, doesn't belong. Like, if you're low vibing, you know, and you're worrying, worry is a low vibe, guys. Just, I want you to understand this. Worrying, you could be the greatest person in the world, you could be the most, you can make people feel great. You could be this earthly, angelic being that is beautiful in every kind of way. That this is the example that's on full display. But if you tend to take a deeper look at even the people that are like this, you see, they carry so much worry and heartfelt sadness inside that they overly extend themselves to everyone, because that is from their divine, but something is misaligned. You know, that over drive of trying to make up for what everybody else lacks. You know, it's like getting stabbed in the back. This energetic defect that doesn't have to be this kind of disaster for us. Worry, if you tend to worry a lot, no, please, I want you to understand this, that you are attracting a lot more madness, sadness, and just realities that you do not want to freaking encounter or deal with or have to even experience, because you do not deserve it. But your worry, it attracts it even more so. Know this. Understand this and process this, and then ask yourself, how can I shift out of this mindset that is a low vibration? It is a low vibration that, yeah, even though you have good experiences within these low vibrations because you appreciate and are grateful for those other kind of experiences, but a lot of the other stuff, the extra, comes from an energy source and system that is conditioned and rooted within you, that has happened to you from long ago, that you carry with you and energize in a way that is marinating a lot of things that you are absolutely right you do not deserve. So if you need some assistance with that too, I'm your little boo on YouTube that you can come through. I gotta sneeze. I never sneezed once. What the fudge? Okay, so yes, worry is a low vibe. if you're worried about your children, if you're worried about your family, if you're worried about something that didn't go the way that you wanted it to do or be, if you're worried about some money you see, if you're worried about this bill you see, if you're worried about life in every kind of degree, you are attracting, you are marinating all of these things. No matter what good deeds you do, and no matter how great and wonderful and angelic you are, boo, just understand that your vibration is your sensation, and that is what you're marinating. I feel like I gotta sneeze again. Bless me. Excuse me. I gotta sneeze again. Oh my god. Okay, so I think I'm done now. For real, the sneezes and all. So yeah, like, you know, again, we are living here, we're meeting here to make ourselves a little bit more clear about the energies that are here and with us, and the power that is within us, and the consciousness that is us, and the mindfulness that is a lifestyle that is being implemented at this time, because conscious are eyes in every kind of way that we must implement, we must direct, we must pay attention. You know what I mean? It may appear, especially in the beginning, when there's a lot of things that you gotta be seeing, because, you know, you be low vibing in a lot of different kind of ways, and you're like, this is kind of difficult in some way, because you be catching yourself many a day. But that is great. The fact that you're even catching yourself, and you're like, shit is gonna take a lot of, like, help, or whatever the case may be, know that that is a start in your right direction, you see, because the fact that you're even being conscious and recognizing and acknowledging, that is priceless. That is a precious jewel. That is what most people don't do. So the fact that you're even there, like, dude, like, pat yourself in the backs, because that is a step in the right motherfucking direction. Know this. That is awesome. Get excited, because it's already changing. It's already evolutionizing. It is already marinating. It is already here. Let's be clear. Past, present, futures, infusions are here, because your ability to be clear and identify what is there and near, that is stemmed from your past, you are meeting in your present for your future. Do you get that? Okay? This linear timeline, this timeline of infusion, the things that you identify from your conditioning, your rooting, your system is a part of your past that is being consciously reflected to you, identified to you in your presence, so that you may align in your presence consciously at best, and moving toward your future, all the same, past, present, future. Guys, do you get this? Get this. This is ultimate bliss. Past, present, future, existing all in the same elements, and your identification of your energy management. Goodness. I didn't think I had to say so much, but you know, sometimes, oops, the card fell out. Integration! What was I just saying? Do you get these vibrations? This is in sync. This is like something you cannot beat. This is not something that you can make up. Okay? This is feeling the elements in every kind of way and getting lost in that freaking center stage of grace and fulfillment that is for you, because that is all you can ever do. Like, remember what I said in my other video, that I said, if mama ain't right, nothing ain't right. So that's how you have to get in that side. Maybe you're not a mama, maybe you're a papa, maybe you're a single bear, whatever you may be. When you not good, Nothing else around you is. So what is the thing that you must do at best is get yourself aligned with you at your best for you. That's be truths, you know? So, like, think about past, present, future in this energetic alignment that is for your future, so to speak, if that is what you're worrying about. You gotta be here, present, because what you do today is your tomorrow. But if you stuck in your yesterdays, on your todays, you missing todays, forget about your tomorrows, because your tomorrows are gonna be like the past. Okay? Yeah. So it'd be like that. Be like that. And so this is all about infusion, guys. Silly am I? Yes. Silly am I? Silly am I? I missed the entire shuffle. It's still like this. It worked this time. Anyways, little hands in my... I have little hands, so I can't shuffle the way a lot of people does. So yeah, you get what I'm saying? Okay, this is like poetic in many ways. Fine, yeah, she babbles and she rhymes all of the time, but you know, that's just something I do. That's part of the blessing of this for me too. The humor wolf in me that exists so deep, this root that I freaking water and have watched grown, like, in me, the silly me, the okay to be free and unapologetically me in every kind of way, got me laughing all my days. Like, so it's pretty dope. There's hope. New day. Yeah, so guys, the stripping of illusions. When we center with our own truths, constitutions, resolutions that are solutions, you know, there's a lot of things that occur. So please, if these videos are resonating with you in any kind of way, make sure to hit make sure to click like or comments below. And if there's somewhere that, you know, you would like to seed and water and flower within your own growth, or like open up this wonderful world of expression that can get us in support of one another and just communing with one another and exploring these worlds with one another, because, you know, similar may be still different for me. It is for you too, you know what I mean? Because that's just how it is at this time. So, you know, feel free. And if you, yes, grounding, guys. It's all for our grounding. And also divine right timing. So you can also shoot me an email if you would like, you know, a little bit more privacy. There's always ways to contact me. I tell you, at Enchantress on Instagram. My email is hollywoodsgypsy@yahoo.com. That's Hollywoods with an S, gypsy, gypsy at yahoo.com. Always shoot me an email if you like. Email. You may email me, okay? If you want to put in the topic line, whatever it is, if it's for any kind of like service, personal service request, or some time, or whatever the case may be, whatever you desire to speak with me about, give me a shout. But don't yell, because I don't like, again, I want to end it on this kind of meditation, guys. Past, present, and future, okay? This here is a tool for you to use. It is a divine tool for you to use. That the things that you are going to start now consciously even identifying more within you, a system that is no longer working or in alignment with you, and that you are shifting this to consciously, is something that you will be, because that is everything that you are living to breathe. So you will set your intentions to be everything that it is that is in alignment with you, you see. So you are consciously aware that anything that is brought up to the surface is not for you to get lost in the emotion of it again, because how many times are we going to spend in the same damn emotion of something that already has like spent and freaking, you know, had its time in our life? Like, when do you say goodbye to this feeling inside that just, you know, you don't want to let go? So you're like stuck in this slow motion that gets you nowhere with this. What kind of, unless you want to stay in it. If you want to stay in that state, then stay in that state. That's when, you know, even people that are like empathic and caring and compassionate in that way for others that are in this state of pain. You know, I'm not saying, oh, you know, everybody has their own time to grieve and stay in this state of, like, you know, misery, sadness, depression, and all this kind of thing. I'm not trying to be insensitive, so don't even take it there. That's not what I'm saying. But if you choose to stay in this state of place of being over an experience that this too shall pass, you shall see. But if you refuse to get past that, you see, if you want to stay there, then stay there. And for the people that do really care, you can't feel bad for these kind of people that choose to stay there, because I understand that in that sense we always feel bad because, you know, somebody else is not there, and you just wish that you can help them to not feel that way anymore. But let's be real now, because we're working on our own energetic profound. This center, this crown, you gotta wear it proud, okay? For those kind of people that do not want and choose to stay, then you gotta be peace, baby. Be on your way. You choose to stay that way. There's nothing more that you can do or say. Not that you're throwing them away, but you got to get into your energetic reign. And you be like, you can't rain on my parade. Until I align with my shrine where you do not affect me at this time, you cannot be by my side. That kind of thing. You know what I mean? So you got to be very clear about what it is that you hold very dear. And again, get into the mindset of, if mama ain't right, I ain't right. If I ain't right, nothing else is right. So you gotta get right. And if you really are that desperate to help that person that needs to get past whatever it is that they have to get, and they're sad, depressed, and all this kind of stuff, wait till you get into that center space where they cannot affect you in any kind of way. Then you'll see the elevate and how you can create an atmosphere that is maybe another seed that they need to seed, but they need to see it in you first in order to believe, to shift that and raise that for them, you see. So again, this is about energy management, okay? And doing what is best for our energy centers, our source, our self, everything that's going to be our gift, our health, our wealth, our stealth, okay? And everything that we desire to do from here, heart center, to when we get into that power groove, we'll be able to do what we need to do for the others and the people that we care for around in our lives. But you also got to accept that you can't help everybody. Something that I'm starting to last again, you know. Yeah. So, sorry, get all like crazies. So, yes. So, let's get through. So yeah, there are so many ways for us to contact, communicate, support one another in every kind of way. So, you know, make sure that if there's something that you feel compelled or in need, or, you know, want to see, like if maybe you have another topic that you want me to like explore and see what gifts, you know, are gifted at the time, because every time you and I even commune in any kind of way, there are gifts each of us bring here for the whole, because we're each a piece of this whole that it's truly like growing So, be happy in that. Don't be ashamed. Don't hide. You know, there's no need to hide. You know, one, there's no judgment here. This is like straight for fun and entertainment for ourselves, gifting us, you know, some freaking sanity and health, you know, and being a community of unity. So, yeah. Okay? Healing energy, guys. That's what I'm talking about. Healing energy. And grounding. Grounding just keeps coming back because this is just art and it is a fact. You know, there are things that we must achieve and do within ourselves, but we must want to do the do. If not, we're just gonna, you know, whatever that means. What's home to you? What does home mean? Where's home? Thank you for your presence. Is greatly appreciated inside this world and my world, and I thank you for meeting me here during this time that we are energetically connecting. Come on, can you feel our connection at this time? Like, let it resonate, let it elevate. Yeah, so if you got new rules, you got new energy management tools to use, let's start applying them. And, you know, maybe every day I can post something here or one of my social medias of like an idea of a tool that can be used daily in your lives that you can start letting, you know, marinate in you, whatever it is that is going to be the inspiration for you to start doing and implementing in yours. Yes, seed factor. I seed on your face. Namaste.